Hey guys, I've got 25
and Archer9234.
but also 151 range review. Today we have the Power Rangers in the Storm, the Mighty Mammoth, aka the Revolver Mammoth from Nippu Sentai Hurricane Jazz. So now we have the Mighty Mammoth, aka Revolver Mammoth. Now he does have wheels on both sides, the left and the right, they're both in the front and in the back. You have a free mode and you have a motorized mode. Now to activate the sound, we'll just put in motorized first. And then you press the little top button.
You can actually see the speed move.
And then when you put it on free mode, switch it again.
The ball move.
So now included in the Revolver Mammoth, you get 6 power spheres. Now 6 power spheres are the colors of all the Rangers.
You can put them in Gorai Senpujin, Tenrai Senpujin, Lion, anything.
Now the difference is that these ones are all colored and they're clear, unlike the original ones.
Now you can actually store 6 Karakuri balls inside Revolver Mammoth to do the launching feature. You basically load them from opening up this door and then sticking them into one of the sockets. Now, in order to launch the ball, you have to actually open the lid. Now, there's a safety feature built in where that if you have the lid closed, you will not be able to rotate the motor. When you have it open, it'll rotate, and when the ball reaches this position, it will release the ball, and you can release all 6 of them in sequence.
So on the side, you can actually see that it has all the symbols of all the Rangers. You got red, yellow, blue, Crimson Thunder, Navy Thunder, and of course, Samurai Green Ranger.
Just like all the other past Zords having their pin problems, Revolver Mammoth unfortunately does have a pin problem too. Now, the way the locking mechanism for the balls is done is that there's a special clip inside the red part. Over time, the locking mechanism inside the red thing will snap and it will no longer allow the ball to go in. See? Ball will no longer be released and it will permanently jam. Now, most people will not realize you can manually eject the ball. There's actually a button on this side. If you push hard enough, you can release the ball manually, getting it out without it being stuck in there permanently.
Now, to actually put the Zords inside the Mammoth, what you have to do is that you can either open it up from the top. Now, there are clips here, so you have to lock them in place. Another way you can actually do it is the main good way is you can open the doors. When you open the doors, you actually have space. Instead of pushing it from the top, you can just slide it in. Now I do recommend that you do it this way just in case, because you might forget something and you might jam the thing. You don't want to jam this door because this door is the only way that you can actually close the Revolver Mammoth. So now we have Power Sphere number 2 and number 3, the Ram Hammer and the Turtle Mace. Now the Ram Hammer is mainly much just like a ram. Now the functionality is you pull it and here's the handle. And his mouth does open and close. And you actually can put it inside the arms of the Zords like that. You can
put it in Tenrai, Gorai, regular, Senpujin,
Hurricane,
Gorai,
Megazord, whatever.
Yeah, any one.
Now for the Turtle Mace, it has legs. So mainly much this is a closed mode right now. But when you open it, the legs open like this. And then when you stick out the head, you have the chain. Now the chain mainly much is that they hold onto it and then they spin this ball and throw it like it's a spiky bar because it actually has like spikes in it or not. So now this is how you combine them. You just pretty much stick the hole into it and you can still hold it like so. It looks weird because it's looking down instead of being up, because in the show they show it when it's holding up, but when it's down they actually can stick it. So now we have Power Sphere number 5 and 6, the Lion Laser and the Spin Drill. So the Lion Laser mainly much is just a lion, and the maneuverability for this is actually odd enough that you can actually move the legs up and down, back and forth like a real lion does. And you actually spin the little Cadillac thing that it has on it. That's about mainly much it does. It's a really nice thing for a little tour like this to actually have like posability, like you can have them like staying like this, or you know, just having a regular line. It actually looks nice as a display piece alone because it's so small, and it's actually interesting that you can actually do something with it. Now the feature for this guy is that you can transform him into a gun. The squid drill is very much kind of like a squid-like thing, but to me it doesn't even look like a squid at all. It looks more like a little hammer drill, to be exact. The main feature for that is that when you stick it onto one of the Zords, it would actually
lock into position.
Lock into position and poke someone with it. Now the interesting feature about these two is that just like the goat hammer and the turtle mace, you actually can combine these two to make it into like a squid galloping drill. So now we have Revolver, Goice, and Pujin. Now this one, you can still roll it around, free mode or motorized, whichever one you works. But in this mode, you actually can spin the two little attacks like they do in the show. There's a little tab right here when you press the button. It spins the lion and also spins the little drill, the dolphin drill on the top. You can actually do that. It's actually interesting to do, but you also have to position it in a correct way because this doesn't really...
Yeah, if you push it too far to the left, the thing will get jammed. If you put it too far to the right, it will get a little too loose and it won't spin.
So you can do free mode and regular mode. For the doors, I do recommend that after you guys put it in, do close it so it actually makes it look better. So now we have the Hurricane Ultra Zord, aka the Revolver, Tamrise, and Pujin. Now this is actually all of them, even most of the power spheres. Now the sad part is that most of them cannot attach.
Only 4 of the power spheres can attach. The cone, the lion, the star would go here, and the manta ray would go on this side.
The spin bee will be right on the nose. Now the serpent sword is supposed to go here, but sadly they didn't actually put a lock on it.
The goat hammer and the turtle mace and the spider go in his arms.
Now when you have this in motorized feature, you can actually move this.
When the feet move forward, blue spins, the cone spins, and lion would just simply move up and down. Same thing with the star would spin and the manta ray would move around.
Now you actually can use the Hurricane Megazord's finisher attack, but you have to have nothing on the back. And when you press the button,
There's
you can
just
still
enough
do it.
clearance.
There is just enough, but not as much. You can still have the power spheres in. The power spheres do stay in there. So you can still launch them while you're still in this mode. Now, alteration-wise, for the main little weapons, there were some pretty interesting changes that we actually did. For the goat hammer, we actually didn't really change much at all. We still kept the ears coming out, the mouth still opens, and the paint was actually pretty much left alone. For the turtle mace, we actually changed a few things. We only painted the top of the turtle. We didn't actually paint the bottom where the line is in the middle. We didn't paint that, only the top part was painted. We still kept the chain.
Now the lion, unfortunately, is the worst out of these 4. The face was basically painted, but everything else, it was just gray. You could still transform into its combo and weapon mode.
Now for the squid, while we painted the whole bottom, the top was not painted at all. In order for you to get the turtle mace and the gold hammer, you had to buy the NinjaCon set. Then for the squid and the lion, you have to buy the Storm Lightning set. In the Japanese version, they came in just the Kokori ball set, and they did come with the Shinobi medals. Well, ours, we actually never got the Shinobi medals on them. Overall, the Revolver Mammoth is actually one of the biggest Zords.
In fact, Revolver Mammoth, just him, is the same size as Ranger's Ultra Zord.
He wasn't released in America because of the size of how he is. Now, the good thing about the Revolver Mammoth is that you actually can store any of the single.
This is actually a toy exclusive mode that was not featured in the show. You can have all 3 of them individually in the compartment.
So yeah, that's it for a review of the Mighty Mammoth. Join us next time for the Power Rangers Wild Force, the Wild Force Megazord, and the Gal Knight. Come subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
There is no physical way for you to actually repair it. I've tried many different ways to try to open it. You just cannot get into the red barrel to repair the thing. Now for the stamp and the cloak, we never saw them, so we have no idea where they would go. That's it. I would have to manually push the stupid... Doing it from here is really hard. This chain was actually used in the Bull Taurus set, so it's the exact same chain. So technically, if you lost your Bull Taurus chain, you could take the chain from here.
It's just the same size. It's the same size as almost like the Giga base, but it's actually much fatter. And funny thing is that just like how Ultra Zord is, you actually can put other Zords in. Certain other Zords do fit in here. Just you guys gotta be careful what it is. But you can't fit other Zords because the back is just a hollow thing for it to sit on.
Titanus is still faster than Revolver Mammoth.
I mean, this is 2001, 2002, and Titanus was 1992, 93. So that's really a bit shocker to see that.
Titanus is still the fastest motorized Zord out of the entire line.
Maybe pure Sentai line right now, he's still the fastest, which is really, really odd. If you ship this son of a gun from Japan, it's gonna cost you a lot. I think this one costed us around 180. The Squid.
I hate birds. Oh, damn microphone fell.
Well, you can't see anything.
I know, but still it fell.
Shut up!